Get therapy.
I'm hungry.
Get therapy.
What's going on, WikiManiacs? Welcome back to a Wednesday live stream. I'm your host, Josh. Joined with me, of course, my boy, John. What's going on, John?
Hello. Happy hump day to all of you who participate in hump days.
This is our public live stream where every other Wednesday, John and I hop on, give you some stories, some hangouts, that kind of stuff.
Just chilling, you know?
Yeah, but unfortunately, it will be our last public live for about a month.
Yeah. We are going to be taking a little bit of a break. So this is going to be our last public live stream for the next month. And we're going to be resuming the public live stream in October. However, business as usual when it comes to episodes, everything is going to come out as normal as well. And also for patrons and YouTube members, your regularly scheduled bonus live streams will still be intact. So nothing to worry about. The boys and I are just going to take a little break and, you know, recharge, spend time with our families and all that.
Hell yeah. Well, I'll be at home. I guess I'll be spending time with family.
You will be at least you'll be taking a break. We're not going to be recording.
No, I will still have to edit. So
that too. I'll still gonna kind of have a little work a little bit too,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
But a little bit of a break for sure.
Yeah. And you get to go out next month when, you know, for your first wedding anniversary. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah. That'll be super fun. Going down to Niagara on the lake.
Ooh.
So super nice. Amy sends $2 and says, "How can we be as cool as John Masterclass coming?" ?
I don't find myself to be cool. I don't know what to tell you.
You're cool.
Yeah, arguably.
Get the Boat sends $2. Thank you, Get the Boat. Appreciate you. Anything else we wanted to talk about? Sorry, we recorded last night and it's been a bit of a crunch to edit all day. So I have not been preparing for this at all this morning.
Hey, it's okay if you want. And I was going to throw a surprise here for you because I know we had a late recording yesterday. And to give you a little bit of a break, my guy. Remember last time we had a live? You were like, you know, there's not a lot about stories involving a Josh.
Oh, right? God. This is supposed to be a break for me?
Well, yeah. Yeah. So a
Okay.
Wikimaniac, I'll give them credit. And also thank you Midscore for bringing this up to me as well. But username DerbyGirl69 from our subreddit did a compilation of all Josh stories.
Okay. Well.
Fair warning. I've also been pretty busy. I have not read any of these.
Just the worst stories you've ever heard.
I don't know what it's going to be. We will all find out today.
Oh, man. All right. I'm prepared.
We are, Kitten Mittens, we are definitely raw dogging this live episode today.
Yeah, I got a coffee that's going to hopefully keep me alive for this one. And that's going to
Oh, Josh, someone said, weren't you supposed to say read something from the PayPal or something like that?
Oh, you're fucking right.
You know what? I'll do the first couple of stories, give you a little bit of a break. So if you want to pull that up, I got you, my guy. Just let me know whenever you're ready. You can take over from there.
I'm afraid to click off I don't want to fuck up the stream. But
You got your phone?
well, it's going to be way easier to do it this way. So I'm going to try and find, there was at least one. I remember that, but there was probably two.
All right, while you're chatting that up, I'll chat up everybody here. All right. You know what we do in the beginning, WikiManiacs. Sound off where you're from. Kind of want to shout out where you guys are located and see where everyone is representing internationally, domestically, locally, or whatever. Let's see, where's everyone from? God, you're asking me to read chat. That's crazy work. Fuck, this is a lot of chat.
You could do it.
Damn, hold up. Okay, we got Jackie on our Patreon from Columbus, Ohio, OH. Lilo, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Scotland, not gonna do it. That's Sean's job. Get the boat.
Scottish.
Oh, no, not get the boat. Witty metaphor from Denver. Oh man, I miss Denver. Ellen from Sweden. Summer Summer from Kentucky. Hey, Summer, I was gonna say, like, the first time I've ever been to Kentucky, I was stationed in Ohio. We drove like about an hour just so I can get White Castle. That was fun. Orange Park, Florida for Claire. Michigan from Ashley. Agatha, Perth. I'm not doing shrimp on a Barbie. Let's see where everyone's from. Maria from our YouTube chat. Philippines. Ooh. Ladiva from Norway. Corrine from the Netherlands. Ray Pierce from Spring, Texas. One SEO Sakwa. Nigeria. Hello. Amy, Detroit, basically Canada. And Boston from Michaela. What's up, everyone? Welcome to our Wednesday Reddit readings. And Amy sent us a super chat. They put, my Beagle Betty turned 16 today. She wants a Bentley. We're near Pittsburgh, by the way, to answer Johnny Cake's question. Congratulations on your Beagle Betty. Chloe just turned 13. She's turning 13. We celebrated her by taking her to a sniff spot. And actually, this is a plug for my fucking personal page. My scheduled post today is actually Chloe's celebration birthday. So if you guys want to check that out, Childish Salvino POV.
Oh yeah, I found the things I needed.
Cool. I could stop yapping. Go ahead, brother. Do your thing.
Okay. I'm gonna do at least that one at the end because there's some trigger warnings to it. We could do this one together. This one's from Shelly. They wanted me to read this Instagram post about America, Canada. Maybe we shouldn't do this right off the bat. We might get demonetized. Let's leave it to the end. Let's leave it to the end.
Yeah, let's save the PayPal ones for the end. So I'll take a couple stories for you that we can get your little bearings as well. So
I have stories picked out. So you can do one. We can swap back and forth.
Perfect. All right. So again, shout out to Derby Girl 69 for doing a Josh compilation. Heads up, WikiManiacs. I have no idea what these stories are.
All right.
So we'll experience together. All right. Story number 1. This was posted on r/relationship advice. The title is, found out my manager has an after work podcast where he talks about his employees.
Okay. Not me. Unless my employees are John and Sean. Because then I talk about them. But
all the time.
That's funny.
A lot of inappropriate things we talk about each other. Most
about each other. Yeah, that's true. It does happen. Oh
God. Trigger warning for this story. Sexualizing of a minor / sexual harassment / jokes in the workplace. God damn it.
Damn it, podcasters. Come on.
Yeah, Eunice. Another Josh with a podcast.
There's a lot.
Fucking
I've learned. Shout out to the blind therapist who sends $20. Says, hi, boys. I'm so happy I finally get to join the live streams again. Thank you guys so much. Here's some money. Here's some more money than usual because I'm fully licensed LMFT now.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations. I don't know what that means. Licensed marriage and family therapist. Okay.
Oh.
John didn't know either. He was just congratulating.
I didn't know either. I was going to come up with an acronym right now, but too slow. Oh, shit. All right. Well, I mean, let's get to it. Again, trigger warning, WikiManiacs. If this is not something that you're not comfortable with, I'm not going to pull a Sean and saying, if this is not a good time for you, probably skip or wait it out or put us on mute for like the next 10 minutes or so. All right. Story goes as this. No, you're not reading the title wrong. I thought my friend, John, was pulling my leg when he told me, but he recently found out and told me about it because I was mentioned in said podcast.
Is OP's name Sean? Because that would complete the trifecta.
That would be crazy work. For background, this is an office job, and I'm interning as a phone rep mostly while also in college. John showed me the podcast that someone showed him after finding it, and that's how I found out. Long story short, it's one of our managers, Josh, you filthy bastard.
Tough.
and his friend on the podcast. Let's just say the friend's name is Sean. Just
Oh,
for shits
okay.
and giggles.
Yeah.
And his friend doesn't work at the company. He doesn't solely talk about his employees on a podcast, and he also does sports/politics. But the segment where he did was about work stories related to his job. And I'll refrain from the actual title for obvious reasons. One of the clips John showed me was about a girl who went on maternity leave and the girl who replaced her temporarily, and he made jokes comparing them using their first names and even calling her replacement the R word. So saying they're, I don't know.
God.
The R word.
That's awful. Awful to talk about your employees like this.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
However, the clip about me involved my Instagram. Long story short, I haven't used Instagram in years, and my last post was literally 4 years ago. Maybe I should have had it private, and I've since deleted it this week. On the podcast, he talked about how some of the managers follow each other on follow each and some of the employees, but that there were a few he didn't follow that led him to search them to learn more about his team. And that's how he came across mine. He said I had a hidden talent of dance from high school that I didn't tell him about.
Oh, why is he looking at your high school
Yeah, Josh, you
videos?
sick fuck.
Fuck, I hate this is my name. Yeah, I'm going by Joshua now. I've decided.
And he joked it was because I didn't want to be hit on. He also said my boyfriend must be happy with my flexibility.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Even though I'm single, and his friend said that was the reason I posted and that my face wasn't doing it. Josh also joked about if I was still flexible, and his friend said to drop something to have me bend down.
What the so you're just openly talking about sexual harassment of a minor in the workplace.
Yeah, this is disgusting.
Illegal.
Yeah, Josh and Sean are fucking up right now.
God damn.
Josh is a jokester at work, but I was floored by his video. It's on YouTube, and while it doesn't show his face, his name is in the description, and my friend wants to address it with HR after telling the mother who was on maternity leave. However, he's not sure if there's anything else we should do beforehand besides having numbers that he thinks will be important, and he wants us to go in together. So here's my question. Are we handling this correctly, and is there anything else we should do beforehand to get our ducks in a row, perhaps even legally, such as consulting a lawyer?
John will be better at answering that part, but yeah, fucking take this man to, if you can, like to HR. That is so fucking gross. He shouldn't be in charge of anyone.
Yep.
And just the comfortability he has with talking about that on a podcast, which, let's be honest, probably gets like 10 people watching it consistently. We've been there,
Yeah,
you know.
We've been there, yeah.
But like, it's like, why do this? It's so fucking gross. And someone said we want to hear it. I don't know if I want to hear it. But yeah, it's just so disgusting to do it on such a public platform. And yeah, like when I had a job, this was my nightmare that people would stumble upon my podcast. Because there was points where we did smut, but but also it's just like awkward. And for him, but like in the back of my mind, I was like, this is a possibility. And for him to not even consider that, hey, my employees might listen to this, like, is just so like unaware and like stupid. That is just like, I hope he loses his job. And I hope you can get some sort of monetary like payment out of this, because the amount of therapy you're going to need to unwork all of this stuff is going to be quite a bit. So yeah, John can speak more to the actual legal side of things.
Oh, yeah. I would say lawyer up. Like, first thing to do is there's a lot of labor lawyers that are specializing in this. And this is a cut and dry case, to be honest. And yes, I think a lot of men should not have podcasts, to be honest. And like, I'm not putting ourselves in a pedestal. Again, we say a lot of stupid shit, like what Josh is saying.
Constantly.
Like, there are probably stuff that people can clip about us, put it out of context, and like, look at these dumbasses. Which, you know what? To be fair, that's on us. All right. But this is one of those situations where it's fucking gross. One, you are in a position of power. You are the supervisor and or manager, and there could be an instance where if like you're sexualizing this employee and you start to treat them a little bit different, not giving them shifts or do preferential treatment or whatever, so forth. Becomes like more an ethical issue. Not even that. On top of that, this shit is illegal as fuck. You are sexualizing the fuck out of a minor. You're telling me that you're looking at someone's videos and pictures when they were high school. They're like, "Oh, look how flexible she is, bro. I bet you her boyfriend is." Bro,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you talking about? And look, I shit on HR a lot because they do tend to work for companies majority of the time, and a lot of times they try to defend people in a position of power, which is unfortunate in my fucking opinion. This is a cut and dry situation. This is sexual harassment 100%. And this should be a zero tolerance policy for 100% of the places. So I hope this motherfucker gets fired. And please use that evidence that they had in their podcast and put that on HR's face. There is no context, no fucking further investigation needed because this is open, shut, close. It's done.
Mm-hmm.
The moment he opened his mouth saying about all these disgusting things about OP, that's it. No fucking further investigation needed.
Yeah. Make sure you download the episode so that you have a copy
Please.
of it for HR as well.
Yeah.
Because he could delete it. But yeah, this is fucking baffling to me. Crazy.
Emily, they put the row boys need to be put on a no, please. Don't put us on no pedestal.
Goes the basement yard.
No.
The Smosh team.
Is there any way Ian Montalvo asked, is there any way that a manager can be blacklisted from working in any other company? I don't know if that's possible because you then, if you like, let's say you spread the word that, hey, this person is this and that, you can run an issue where that becomes a defamation case against you. So if you were going to do something along that line, I think it would be something that needs to be done internally, or if like people within the industry, you just give them a nudge, be like, hey, this is what I know about this person. Like I'm gonna need you to, or like references, like work a lot too. So it's a tricky situation.
Yeah, because they could call you and be like, do you want to give a reference for this person? You can be like,
yeah,
I do not.
Yeah. There is an update, Josh.
Oh,
all right.
He changed his name
to Szechuan.
I can only hope.
Change it to Szechuan Salvino. Jesus Christ.
That's crazy.
All right. The update goes as this. As if I'm writing this, I'm no longer at the company. My coworker and I went to HR according to the advice we received, and we used a YouTube downloader to download the videos specifically mentioning employees in case they'd be deleted upon him learning of a potential investigation. I also made sure to tell them that the dance videos he commented about me were from when I was much younger, and we also mentioned his derogatory comments about the coworker on maternity leave. We gave them links along with a thumb drive containing copies of the videos we downloaded, and we felt like it went fine at the time. We only received one follow-up meeting afterwards to let us know that they spoke to the manager about it, and that meeting was given separately to my coworker and I. The videos were also deleted around the time, and the manager was never fired.
Jesus.
And the follow-up meeting, at least when I was there for a few more months. And the follow-up meeting was the last update we got before months of radio silence, but my ex-coworker and I have a guess as to why. All of the managers, including the 2 HR workers at our office, are tight, and they all often go out for sushi after close in the same plaza as our office too. They also follow each other on social media, so we weren't exactly expecting much when they're practically friends and post Instagram photos together. I hate this place.
Yeah.
Months went by with no updates following the follow-up, and said podcast manager began to treat me somewhat differently, like being short with me or giving me side eyes too. Even the mother on maternity leave made a complaint after we told her about his comment, but again, nothing came from it to our knowledge. And this is why you go to some EEOC or some local lawyer. This is your case. This is classic retaliation, and slap everything else on top of that. Not only that, you can say like, hey, malpractice on the HR side, saying like they just like, because they have conflict of interest with the managers and that they just, swept this investigation under the rug. Baby girl, get your fucking bag because these motherfuckers need to be sued for everything they fucking God. I hate this place.
Yeah, protecting perverts is insane. And like, I wish OP released the podcast names.
Please.
we could mass report and review them because
boy, hey, when WikiManiacs say, hey, there's some fucked up people that are doing shit right now. The way they just mass report things is so quick. Shout out to y'all for that. And then last paragraph for this, I eventually put in my 2 weeks, and that was pretty much it. His podcast channel is still up and posts new episodes, but nothing pertaining to work/coworker stories from when I last checked. My coworker friend said he wouldn't be surprised if the other managers already knew about the podcast, given how tight they were. I began looking for other work around the time we initially visited HR because he really came off as a creep. There was another comment from the video about me that I forgot to add, but he joked that he should offer a prize for whoever had the best split at the annual Christmas party as a way to see if I still had them.
This guy should be in jail.
The whole thing just felt gross to me. I didn't attend for obvious reasons, but it's creepy just knowing that a manager I thought was completely normal could be such a creep.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. OP is out of there now, right? That's what you said?
Yes. And this is always the part that pisses me off. Why is it always on the people getting fucking harassed that they have to change everything about their lives and flip their lives upside down? Meanwhile, why do people keep protecting perverts, man? Come on. Yeah.
No, it's fucking insane to me. It's just like HR should want to get rid of this person because it's just a lawsuit waiting to happen for your fucking company. Are you dumb? Like, I truly don't understand. She has enough proof to take it to, to take it to a lawsuit. It's just like, how dumb are you not to protect yourself? Even if you're looking at it like a selfish, soulless company being like, yeah, we should probably fire this person to protect ourselves. Fucking nope, I guess not. Cool.
This is the same people that will grow up and say, oh, boys will be boys. No, motherfucker, you should call out people who are creeps like this, dude. Yeah. Or don't, because then that becomes a culture. Like HR is supposed to be there to, and not enforce is the wrong word. HR is supposed to be there to like cultivate growth within the company. And mediate. Right? A mediator, there should be there to like, because HR is like, there's so much branching aspects of HR. There's learning development, there's employee relations, there's fucking, teaching the managers how to like coach their subordinates much better. Now it's just so like, hey, this is the place you're going to get in trouble in. That's kind of like the stigma of what it is. But you should be flexible as a professional to be like, all right, well, I'm here to help you. But no, a lot of these places fucking use HR as a damn, like, scare tactic for a lot of people. And they're always fucking be defending some stupid ass people, man. And that's a huge reason I got burnt out from it. Cause I'm like, you know what? I'm fucking tired of this shit, bro. Like I'm trying to make this place nicer.
I'm trying to do something.
Y'all fucking like, doing all these shady shit, making it harder for everyone else. Then what the fuck? Why am I here? Mm-hmm. Why am I here?
Yeah. Oh man. Crazy shit, John. Crazy shit. Can't wait for more of these stories.
Well, again, I don't know what else is the rest, brother.
All right. Well, let me break up the Josh stories for a second here. This one's posted by Particular Wish 1761. Title for this one is, Am I the asshole for not changing my daughter's wedding venue, even though my sister's husband proposed to his 22-year-old mistress there last month?
This is how illegal?
Probably.
Bro.
Not to spoil anything, but I mean, yeah, doing the math. If her daughter's getting married, her sister's probably close to her in age. So, yeah.
What the fuck?
All right. I don't know if you have an answer for am I the asshole or not, but we'll hop into it.
No. Yes. I got caught up with the title and I'm lost.
You got caught up
I
on
ain't gonna lie,
22.
I don't even remember it. I just know something's illegal that's going on.
Oh, man. All right. So I, 51 female, put a $20,000 non-refundable deposit on this gorgeous beachfront estate for my daughter. Let's call her Amy, 26 female, for her wedding next September. We booked it 18 months out. For context, and without revealing too much, it's the venue in our area and has been Amy's dream wedding spot in all of her Pinterest boards. Last month, my sister, we'll call her Carol, 53 female, found out her cheating ex-husband, let's call him Mark, 55 male, proposed to his coworker, 28 female, and in brackets, she was 22 when they started having an affair. Yeah. So he just proposed. So let me read that without the numbers, because I get that. That gets it confusing. So last month, my sister found out her cheating ex-husband proposed to his coworker, 28 female, who he'd been having an affair with when she was 22. The woman posted engagement photos from the same venue, specifically the beautiful beach area where Amy plans to have her ceremony. Carol is obviously destroyed. She called me sobbing, begging me to change venues. She said she can't watch Amy get married where Mark proposed to a girl younger than his own daughter, and can't smile for photos on that beach. I feel sick for her, I do, but it's a $20,000 non-refundable deposit. The save the dates have already been sent out. This is Amy's dream venue since high school, and everything else is booked or 3 times the price elsewhere. I told Carol I can't lose $20,000 and crush Amy's dreams because Mark is trash. Carol says I'm choosing money over her mental health, and that I'm forcing her to relive the worst betrayal of her life for, quote, pretty pictures. I also talked to Amy about it, and she does not want to change the venue. That it's not her fault Mark, who has been out of our lives for the last 5 years, ruined that place for Carol. Carol called Amy a spoiled brat who wouldn't understand real pain. Now Carol's skipping Thanksgiving. My and Carol's side of the family say I'm heartless. The place is cursed anyway. Why should we host Amy's big day there? My husband's side of the family says Carol doesn't get to hijack Amy's wedding because her husband is a cheater. So am I the asshole for not switching venues?
No, that's a lot of money, bro. 20,000. Don't get me started on the fucking wedding industry. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no. I ain't gonna lie. The names, the numbers confused the shit out of me for the longest time. So I was like, "Who the fuck, Amy? Who the hell is this?" But all I remember is that the feeling is valid. That's a trauma that they experienced. That like, yes, your ex-husband is a piece of shit predator. However, I do believe that if you don't want to experience this, you can just not go.
Yeah.
And there's no compromise to be had. There's like, they didn't explain that, they explained the situation that they're in, and it's valid that they felt that way. However, they didn't offer like, hey, can I pay you partially of the 20,000 to fucking hopefully change that? But also that was OP's daughter's dream venue as well. And honestly, only person that's fucked up here is the cheating ass husband. And it sucks that, the daughter shouldn't, compromise their dream because someone else was a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. It's like, even like putting the money aside, it's like, this is where they want to get married. Mm-hmm. That should be the be all end all. It's like, if you can't handle being there, which I understand, don't go. Yeah. Like that's what it sucks and it's sad, but like, that's something you've got to deal with. They're already planning a wedding. They don't need to, like, you know what I mean? Like, we had people that couldn't come to our wedding. It's like, at that time, did I really care why? It's like, no, okay, I just understand you can't come. We've got a lot of other stuff to worry about. Thank you for letting me know. That's kind of all it turns out to be when you're in the midst of it and like stressing out about everything else. So you're just like, I just need numbers so I know how many plates to set. And so, yeah, that's That's kind of where I lie. And then, yeah, on top of that, it's like $20,000 is a lot. You've already planned, probably catering, photographer, all kinds of other shit that like to be happening on this one day in this one place, and to reconfigure all of that is just a headache that no one wants to do a few months out before their wedding. So yeah, it's an absurd ask, and I think it goes further than just $20,000 in my opinion.
Yeah, and again, we should all say fuck you to that cheating ass partner.
Yeah.
But was it their
Mark?
aunt or I'm sorry, the is it the sister or the aunt?
Yeah, it's OP's sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, like that's an issue that they got to resolve on their own at this point, because don't take someone else's dream because yours is like you're mad about it. You know?
Yeah. And Reddit agreed and said not the asshole. Current photo 2857 commented and said, just to be clear on the timeline here, you say Mark is the ex-husband and has been out of all of our lives for the past 5 years. So does this mean they divorced 5 years ago and Mark just proposed last month? Sorry, Carol, but you've been divorced for 5 years. You need to not give a fuck what he's doing now. Why was Carol even checking the mistress posts? And OP kind of gives a not a direct response to that one, but just a post in the comment with a bit of an update and some clarification on the timeline. So OP says, Carol is actually willing to pay Amy the $20,000 non-refundable deposit, essentially paying Amy not to host her wedding at that venue. I'm guessing Carol is using her alimony money for this. Amy is deeply unhappy with Carol. To her, even with the $20,000 being covered, finding a new venue and reorganizing everything would be a huge hassle. I'm on Team Amy, but I feel like I'm losing half my family over this. And here's some timeline clarification. I booked and paid the $20,000 non-refundable deposit for Amy's dream wedding 18 months ago. Carol's ex-husband had an affair with a woman who was 22 when it started, 5 years ago, so she's now 28. And he just proposed to the mistress a month ago at the same unfortunate venue. So a commenter says, not the asshole, Carol needs to take the $20,000 she has laying around and spend it on therapy, which a lot of people in chat are saying.
I'm seeing that, yep.
Yeah, and then OP responded to that and says, Carol actually has been to therapy consistently since everything happened. Therapy has been helpful, but healing from this kind of betrayal and rebuilding your life as a single parent takes time. It's not something that money alone can fix overnight. That said, what she said to Amy was absolutely unacceptable. Being traumatized doesn't give anyone a free pass to be cruel to others. I would expect her to apologize for what she said and accept out of Amy, but I have a lot of empathy for her. Hopefully, when she has had time to reflect, she'll see how out of line she was and make things right with Amy. So,
no, I mean, it's okay to feel bad for her situation, but to ask, I can be like, that's gonna be a no for me. No.
Yeah. Well, it's just also like, man, I think you got to cut off social media from him and tell everyone in your life not to send you anything from him, and just be like, I can't handle it. It's and like, I'm glad you're going to therapy and working it out, but it's just like, if you had no idea this happened, you'd be fine going to the wedding. So
just stop checking on him. Yeah, he is a piece of shit, but he moved on. I think. Well,
he moved on before they broke up.
But you should try move. I hate the word moving on because it's just like, to me, it devoids like, the hurt process of it. But just do your best to like move forward.
Yeah,
I think that's a little bit more gentle. A qualified therapist probably gonna call me out. It's like, that's wrong, John. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not licensed. All right,
we've got qualified therapists in the chat.
Qualified people here. Starfish on the chat said, send us $5. They put, here's some money because Patreon disconnected from earphones again. LOL, my office heard John. Sorry, hopefully it's nothing out of pocket.
Probably. We
don't know what's going on with Patreon disconnecting Bluetooth.
I can't believe it's still doing it.
If y'all have wired headphones, please use that instead.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Sorry about that, Starfish, and thank you.
Was there anyone else? I thought there was a couple other ones. Alejandra sends $5.
Hell yeah.
And says, can Josh please read this, please? Oh, no.
Want me to read it first and then you'll go after so you have a baseline?
I can try my best.
All right.
El Perro se llama Roberto Is that just Y? Is that how you say that?
El perro se llama Roberto y le gusta el carro rojo.
Y le gusto el carro rojo?
Yeah.
The dog's name is Roberto and likes the red car. Okay. I think I nailed that, guys.
Llama. Oh, what did it say? Llama.
Llama? What is that? How do you pronounce that? Sorry?
Llama.
Llama. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is.
Salama isn't licking itself.
Yes, that's what I got from this, okay?
Oh, shit. Motherfucker was spitting there, guys.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I've always wanted to learn languages, and I don't have the discipline. I've got to work on it.
That's a new merch, Como Salama.
Fuck.
Sean's going to be like, hey, yo, what the fuck? We're talking about llamas now? What's going on?
I haven't understood the merch for months, guys. Fuck you.
It's perfect because it's also a pun. And it's just Como Salama. I'm fucking dying. I'm dying. Not gonna lie, Josh, every time we bully you, it turns to merch.
You know what? We do it to Sean. It's only fair that I get it.
All the llama jokes are crazy. Damn, it's only been like 30 minutes and I'm fucking dying already. Jesus Christ.
I'll work on my Spanish.
Oh, please. If you're on Discord, you know what to do. Go to the merchandise channel, please. Como Salama shirt.
A little wolf Josh riding the llama. I'm picturing like the Minecraft llama with like the little zombie on top of the back. But it's a werewolf.
Oh,
God.
oh shit. All right. I'm up. Jesus Christ. I'm crying.
Alejandro says, thank you, Josh. Gonna clip that later. You're welcome.
Oh, damn.
Don't show my employees.
Everyone's just gonna donate to fucking have Josh read Spanish.
Fuck.
Oh,
And then Sean doing accents.
accent.
And just
I fucking love you guys, man. Y'all make my day. Holy shit. Whew. All right. Next one. Again, this is all from Derby Girl 69. Josh, can we give him a goat button for doing this?
Sure.
If that's possible, my brother. Oh, goat. You have been knighted. All right.
hell yeah.
So this one is from r/petty revenge. So hopefully this is not as bad.
I hope Josh is on the good team this time.
Hopefully. All right. The title for this one is Casually Haunting My Childhood Bully with Discounts and Special Offers.
Tough. I assume the bully is Josh. Fuck.
I ain't gonna lie, I've done this in the past where I found someone's email address and actual address. And when I went to Vegas at one point, I signed them up for every time, like, there'd be someone in the middle of the street, like asking for, information. I would just put their name and their number and their address. Yeah. Timeshares, fucking porn, everything, bro.
Nice.
I was like, I fucking hate you. I can't stand you. I can't even stand aside of your ass. So let me just make your life miserable.
So I'll know if I've pissed John off if I suddenly get a bunch of emails from Hawaii this week.
Yeah. 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 But you
Make
never
me work,
make me
bitch.
mad, brother. You never make me angry, my brother. All right. The story goes as this. Background, for most of elementary school, I went to a private school where the educational quality was pretty good, partially because the class sizes were so small. Unfortunately, that meant every year I had the same bully and no crowd into which I could disappear. Every year, on every school playground, during every recess in gym class, at every time that any teacher / coach / lunch lady looked the other way, this kid would steal from me or physically assault me as childhood bullies tend to do. I don't think it was anything super personal. I was just the youngest / weakest kid in the class, and also I wore glasses. I guess that meant I deserved it. This went on until we moved to a different state, at which point I heard he moved on to bullying the only other boy in our grade who wore glasses. I guess wearing corrective lenses means you deserve to be bullied. Opportunity. Fast forward. Let time heal most of the bruises and fix the broken eyeglasses. Then add internets until Mr. Bully's name shows up in my social media feed as someone I may know. Quick/casual sleuthing indicated he now has a basic one-man landscaping business, which has a phone number. Petty revenge. Since that fateful day on social media, whenever I come across a marketing form and have 3 minutes to kill, I enter Mr. Bully's personal info and business phone with some comments about how I'm very interested in their product/service. He's changed his business number 3 times over the years, and I like to think the marketing calls have something to do with it. Who knows? Maybe someone was selling something he was buying. In any case, eat shit, Josh.
Shit. What would a good Josh landscaping company be called?
Ooh. Well, would be.
It's tough. There's not really a good alliteration.
Yeah.
Josh's.
It'll come to me later. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Eat llamas, bitch.
Josh of the jungle. That's good.
Ooh, como the landscape, Josh.
Fuck. I mean, good petty revenge.
Yeah.
I like to think that they were also getting a shit ton of marketing calls, and they had to change their phone number because that would be annoying. So yeah, fuck them. I mean, obviously he was a child. Like, I hope he's grown out of that and become a better person.
Hopefully.
But, I would say this constitutes being like minor petty revenge, which is always the best kind. Which is like, this might slightly annoy them.
Inconvenience,
Yeah.
Josh's
exactly.
bush.
Jesus Christ. Sounds like a Manscaped ad.
Oh, damn, not sponsored.
Josh Scapes. Josh's Jumping Junction. Okay.
Josh escaping.
I can't think of any right now. That's not coming to me. Anyway, we'll move on to my next story. Give us a break from the Joshes. This one is by Head Specific 6763. Title is My Wife Had Her Wild Phase Before Me, and now that I'm finally thriving, I feel like I missed out. Am I wrong for feeling this way?
Whatever happened before your relationship shouldn't fucking matter to you, buddy. If that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I mean, good for you that you're thriving now, but like, I feel like you're maybe in a committed relationship and that's a little too late for you, buddy.
Yeah. Or if you truly feel that way, be up front and then, either work
Is
on
he
it
gonna
or
want to open the relationship because he thinks the grass is green on the other side? Boy, your wife's about to get hella dick appointments.
she's going to go back to the wild phase. I like this one. J. Joshua Jamison.
That sounds like a damn law firm.
It does. All right. So I've been married to my wife for 5 years, together for 8, and we have 2 beautiful children. She's been my first everything, my first girlfriend, my first real relationship, my first in every sense. I didn't really date in high school or college because honestly, I didn't take care of myself. I lacked confidence and didn't feel attractive, so I stayed focused on other things. My wife, on the other hand, had a more typical college experience. She had a few relationships and had her phase as she was extremely attractive. She even did stuff with 2 guys at the same time. She was upfront about it when we started dating, and it never bothered me, although I tried not to think about it too much.
It sounds like it's bothering you right now.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. Over the years, she's become quite reserved when it comes to intimacy. She said she had her wild side during college, and now that she's done with that phase, she prefers a little more traditional approach to intimacy. She says she's tried everything she's wanted to and knows what she enjoys and what she doesn't enjoy in the bedroom, and she wants to build intimacy on love, not wild lust. And I completely respect that. I'm not trying to do something which doesn't excite her in the bedroom. But lately, I've changed. I'm in the best shape of my life. Physically, mentally, emotionally. Even my friends and family are kind of shocked with how I look. My wife loves the new me and says she finds me more attractive than ever. But to be blunt, I don't care that my wife finds me attractive because I know how good I know I look good now. And and it's not like her finding me more attractive will change anything in the bedroom department. Wild to say. Jesus Christ.
Get off your fucking high horse, buddy.
My hormones right now are all over the place, and I can't help but feel I missed my chance to experience the same fun side of my life. I never had the exploration, the experimentation, the freedom. Now that I finally feel great about myself, that door seems closed. I brought it up with my sister, in brackets we're close, and she was surprisingly blunt. She said it's unfair that my wife got to experience those and now expects me to settle for less than what she once enjoyed. That hit me harder than I expected, but my sister also loves me to death and said some crazy stuff like I deserve to have an experience with at least one other woman in my life. Else
Then
I'll
break up.
Yeah. Else I'll keep resenting my wife. I love my wife. I don't want to hurt her. I'm not thinking of cheating or anything like that. But I do feel stuck between respecting her boundaries and acknowledging my own desires that I'll never have the chance to exist. Am I wrong for feeling this way? And has anyone else been in this situation? How did you cope?
Yes, you're fucking wrong. Your sister is terribly wrong as well. Look here, buddy. You mentioned that your wife had all this experience and she wanted to do a little bit more, a different approach in how to do things. That's fine. Both of y'all have, preferences that you guys have. However, this is your partner. Instead of talking to your sister first or anyone else, why didn't you talk to your wife first? Why didn't you say like, hey, I'm feeling good. I know, you talked about your experiences in the past. There's something in me that is, wanting this a new side of me that I feel like I've unlocked. Is there any way that we can talk about it? Let's meet halfway where, you're comfortable where you're at and also being able to explore like the things I possibly want that both of us are comfortable in. And if there's no, and if you guys are having a difficult time doing that together, there's professionals that can, help out and say like, hey, a sex therapist do exist and say like, hey, this is what you guys can possibly do to meet each other halfway. Motherfucking foreplay exists. You can do role play and all that shit. Have her fucking wear different outfits, different wigs, and maybe like, have a date night someday or be like, hey, what about we go to a bar someday and let's pretend we're total strangers. We don't know each other. You can have fake names and all that shit. Be fucking creative, motherfucking ChatGPT that shit. I'm pretty sure they're going to give you a prompt to give you some exciting things to do. Goddamn information is hella available nowadays, my guy. What are you doing?
Yeah. No, it's actually insane to me that it's like, he didn't feel the immediate, need to be like, hey, can we talk about our intimacy? Like, I want to try and experience some stuff. I know you have, and like, there's some stuff you don't want to do, and that's fine. But I want to try and experience some a bit out of what we've been doing. It's
that's a valid ask.
That's the conversation right there. It's
Thank you.
And I'm sure she would be more than willing to experiment with you and see what you like, and you know what I mean. It's just. It's so insane to be like, I gotta go fuck other people. It's like, bro, you don't. You know what I mean? Like it's it's just built up in your mind that that's something you're supposed to do now that you look better. You know what I mean? Quote unquote. No, dude. You know what I mean? Like it's just not how that's supposed to go. Talk to your partner, communicate. You going around behind her back and like thinking these things is concerning. It's like, yeah, you're not thinking of cheating now, but you're not that far of a leap from getting to that spot. So
and you're going to one person that you're very close to that can put ideas in your head. Now you're gonna resent your wife because your sister put that idea in it was brewing already because you have like this new self, the way you look at yourself. Like, which, by the way, if you think you change for the better, like physically, mentally, and you're a better headspace, good on you, my guy.
Mm-hmm.
But the first conversation should not be with your sister.
No.
That should be with your wife.
Crazy.
Which is crazy to begin with. Why are you talking to your sister about how you fucking fuck your wife? Like, what are you talking about?
Well, it's crazy for her to go like, yeah, you know what? You're right. You should fuck someone else. It's like, what the fuck?
Seriously.
What? It's kind of gross. I don't know. It's all weird to me. So I think you need to have a serious conversation with your wife and then go from there because, yeah, everything you've been doing is kind of sketchy.
What a dumbass.
Yeah.
He's going to have an update 2 years later. Guys, my wife left me. I don't know why.
The grass isn't always green. I haven't had sex.
Meanwhile, she's back to her wild side. You know, that's probably another thing too. Maybe you just fucking suck.
My sister keeps hitting on me.
Oh, God. Jesus. I've probably seen a scene like that, not gonna lie. All right, moving on to the next story before we get demonetized. This one, again, cross-posted by Derby Girl 69. Bye, indeed. This one is from r/true off my chest. Again, never read these yet, so I don't know what the fuck it is. The title is, sometimes it feels like I'm sharing my husband with 2 other women.
Sharing my husband with 2 other women. Oh, man. Josh. Is there a good Josh story? I would love that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like this is going to be like he has a best friend or like his mom and his sister are like taking up all his time. That's where I'm going to go.
All right. We shall see. Like together for real. Because I don't know.
We are all going to experience this equally together.
Yep. Through a series of choices, my 36 female husband, Josh, 38 male, has 2 children from 2 previous relationships.
Oh.
Jess, 37 female, has a son, age 9, and Sarah, 30 female, has a daughter of age 4. So Josh is busy.
Okay, wait. So Josh is OP's
husband. But Josh has 2 children from 2 previous relationships.
Okay. Both girls, sorry?
One has a son aged 9 and then a daughter that's aged 4.
Okay. No red flags yet.
Yeah. Unless they cheated during the fucking marriage. We'll see.
Well, yeah, I guess there's that.
Oh, well, they said previous relationship.
Yeah.
So
it'd be her that he cheated on the other partner with, if possible. But so far, that has not been the case.
All right. When I said that Josh has remained close friends with his exes, I mean really close. He covers all childcare costs for both children and even covers most of the living expenses of both Jess and Sarah. Last month, it was Jess's birthday, and he bought her a very expensive Omega watch. Just last weekend, he went out to dinner with Sarah while Sarah's sister babysat their daughter. There are some other examples of him spending time with them that also come to my mind as well. For example, this past summer, he took 4 trips. One with me, one with Jess and their son, one with Sarah and their daughter, and one with just his kids. Also, neither Jess or Sarah are in other relationships. Beyond this, Josh spends roughly 3 to 4 days each week with his children. It's pretty common that he spends nights over at their mom's homes. Since I have my own kid on the way in a few weeks, goddamn Josh, you need to learn how to pull out, buddy, or use protection, goddamn it. I'm starting to feel a bit overlooked and think that Josh needs to prioritize our needs first. Josh makes quite a lot of money, and every time I hinted at my concerns in the past, he has always brushed them off and said things like how he is more than capable of providing for his children. But I feel like that he's missing the point and avoids addressing the time he spends with his exes. I've grown increasingly frustrated with these circumstances, so I confronted him about them this morning before he went to work. I was pretty angry when I spoke with him, and he could definitely tell by the tone. He did listen to everything I had to say and then said that he'd make an effort to spend more time with me and that he was sorry he made me feel this way. When I mentioned that I wanted him to spend less time with Jess and Sarah and their kids, he became defensive. He said that all of his children were his number one priority, that the time he spent with them was non-negotiable, and that he'd never compromise his commitment to them. When I mentioned our own kids' needs, He told me that didn't change anything and that the conversation was over. He left for work shortly afterwards. I'm honestly very confused and feel like I'm sort of sharing my husband. I feel like he likes to pass off the time he spends with his exes as spending time with his kids. That being said, going out to dinner alone with these women, buying them gifts, and rushing over to them whenever they need him seems to be part of his normal parenting routine, according to him.
Yeah, I mean, that part is weird for sure. Going out to dinner one-on-one and like the buying gifts part for X is weird. I think it's great that he's spending so much time with his kids.
Yep.
I would pose it as, hey, why don't your kids come here more? And that way, like, you could have them for, you know, a couple days at a time, that kind of thing. That way you get your time with your kids, but also not weird time with their moms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, if this is truly platonic and he's just being, you know, super cordial with his exes, I mean, that's good, but it's also like you're allowed to have boundaries of what you feel is, you know, uncomfortable. So I think what you're saying is a fair ask. I would just pose it as maybe not saying like you should spend less time with your kids, because I think that's bullshit. Like, he should also be able to spend time with his kids, and pose it as like, yeah, have them come to our house and then, you know, they can sleep the night here or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Top comment for this one. It's funny because they said Reddit lurker 1031 put, "You are a sister wife."
Yeah, that's what it feels like right now with the dates and stuff like that. Like, that's weird. So, yeah. And then on top of that, she is pregnant. So it's like, yeah, he needs to definitely be putting in time at home as well. So
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah. I get.
Is this Josh Elon Musk? No, he would never see them. They wouldn't put up with them. He just mails the sperm to them.
Yeah, I would feel some type of way about the dates, you know, and the spending time with the exes. I get the cordial part because, you know, they had a relationship in the past and they are the mother of, you know, Josh's children. If there's a way to like be more about like the kids, I would be one. I'd be more like understanding in the situation, but I also get where OP's coming from. She is pregnant. The time is divided. She is currently the one in a relationship with Josh. So it is kind of a weird statement to say, like, you spend less time with your, you know, other kids, which is, I see why Josh got defensive on that.
For sure.
About that part. It's like, I mean, come on, like, those are my children at the end of the day. But yeah, this is a weird situation because it's like, damn, how much time do you have in a day to really be?
God, I can't imagine.
You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck?
How do you have a job? I just don't understand.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I can see where OP's kind of like not resentment, but like frustration is coming from, because it's like, yeah, there's only 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
So where is it being allocated?
For sure.
So
yeah, BVJ in our chat said, I kind of get one-on-one, like showing appreciation for his kids' moms, but it feels excessive and that's a convo. Which, yeah, it's like, I get having maybe monthly meetings to like catch up on like scheduling and, you know, checking in on how the kids are doing at their house. That kind of thing makes sense. But it's like, should Josh's partner not also be involved in those? Like, because she's going to be a part of this kid's life now, presumably, right? So it just, I don't know. It feels like he is being kind of sketchy with that kind of stuff. And she's not being, you know, maybe not as inclusive to the other kids, which is like, why did you get with this person? But so I don't know. It's definitely a convo to have. And I think he should be allowed to see his kids. Yeah.
Yeah. Someone have a theory. I missed it here, a situation where I read it, but I forgot who the user was. They said like, hey, maybe the first two partners were like in on it or understands like the setup, whereas OP possibly isn't. Like in terms of like the setup of like them, like, you know, meeting them. There's a potential that they could be sister wives.
God, well then.
I watch too much TLC shows, guys.
I hope not. But yeah, I mean, OP is allowed to put down their boundaries and say that's not okay.
For sure. Yeah. Oh my God. Derby Girl 69 is on the chat and sent us a super chat for $2.69. You goddamn right. Just got on. You got a goat. You absolutely got a goat sound.
Yeah.
Derby Girl 69. Thank you for putting this together.
Well, yeah, I would like to say thank you, but I
no. Thank them, Josh.
None of the Joshes have been good.
No, thank them, buddy. Come on.
Thank you. All right, let's do this this post that we got sent in from Shelly here. It is pretty short. I will send it to you on the Slack, John.
I'm looking.
And then you can be America, obviously, and I'll be Canada.
You goddamn right.
Okay, so this is a how do I describe this? This is an Instagram post by an account Ash Dillon Lit, and it's titled "Canada and America: A Romance." Now, and this was posted, I think, in the heat of the trade wars that were going on between us. So,
is this smut?
kind of feels like that. That's why we're doing it so deep in the episode.
Okay.
So we don't get demonetized right off the bat.
I'm gonna do my best Texan accent.
All right. Take it away, John.
I don't need your energy, America said, or your wood.
Canada fisted its lumber and slowly dragged it along the border. No, but you want it.
Yes. I want your wood so bad.
Then drop your tariffs and take it, Canada rasped. America whimpered as the wood filled its country. Canada gathered America's hair in its fist and tugged. Now say the magic words.
You're not for sale, America whispered.
And Canada thrust like it was giving America a treat. Good girl. Holy shit.
You just gave me a star-spangled boner there, Josh. Oh, say, can you see the thing that's hanging out of my pants?
Okay, I want everyone to know that was sent in by Shelly on the PayPal. Want us to read that? So.
Oh, Josh, give me some of that maple syrup, baby. Give me that sticky stuff.
I'm a boot to go down on you.
Oh,
fuck.
God. That was
hoser.
disturbing. That was disturbing.
That was disturbing.
Who the fuck sent that again?
Shelly.
Oh my God, Shelly.
Months ago.
What the hell? Oh my God.
I tapped that maple. Nice
Hell
first
yeah.
person energy.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Wow. Someone on Rachel on our Patreon said, "How do I unhear this? What a terrible day to have ears."
Well, you can go to the blind therapist in our chat.
Yeah.
They can probably help you with that. God damn.
Give us a like and subscribe if you crumb. Listen to that story, guys. Please.
I'm crumbing.
Oh my God. Where am I now?
Fuck,
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm fucking hella
Deep in
distracted.
America.
Ooh. You want to go down south, John? All right. Next story for me. Again, Derby Girl 69. They covered every story for today. This one's from r/relationship advice. The title is "Husband Doesn't Seem to Care That His Family Others My Kids." And they put others in quotations.
Yeah, that's not great. Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's get into it. My husband Josh.
Fuck, I was hoping Josh would be the kid. It's like, at least then I could be a victim in these stories instead of the perpetrator of all these shit.
My husband, Josh, and I have been married 4 years now. I have 2 sons, 12 and 10, from a previous relationship. Their father is alive, but not really in the picture, and my husband has definitely taken the main fatherly role in their lives. So
Okay.
far, not too bad.
All right.
His own dad passed away young, but he has 4 siblings, including his oldest brother, John, who is basically the patriarch of the family. John is very successful. He's owned his own company for years and has had lots of successful business ventures. His house is incredible and he's easily worth over 10 million, according to Josh.
This is actually about us, guys.
I wish I was worth 10 million. God damn, that would be nice.
The POV is making money, people.
I wish. Fuck, can't even get no goddamn out of 200 views jail on TikTok. Son of a bitch. This honestly seems conservative based on his lifestyle and what I've seen from his business. John is incredibly generous with most of his family. He has 3 kids, and between their other siblings, 6 nieces and nephews, John gives very generous gifts for any occasions to them, such as birthdays, Christmas, and graduations. I also just found out that he has a supplemental health insurance plan for his nibblings, as well as $50,000 in college fund accounts for each one. But for my kids, he's done nothing. He's always polite with me and my kids, but definitely doesn't treat us like the rest. God damn, so I'm the asshole.
You're the asshole, John.
Fuck. He's always polite with me and my kids. Sorry. He doesn't get them birthday or Christmas gifts with the exception of one year when he hosted an event for Christmas Eve and he got all the kids matching gifts. He did include them in that. But that was a one-time thing. It's not that I feel owed to the same treatment of my kids, but at the same time, it's hard not to feel accepted. Whenever I've talked to my husband, he just says it's not his money and he would never tell him what to do with it. This weekend at a family gathering, I finally summoned the courage to bring up to John the disparate treatment to which he just answered, "I take care of my own," and then walked away. When I brought this up to Josh, he just shrugged and said, "It is what it is," and acts like it's not a big deal.
Oh.
It's getting to the point that I don't ever want to go to family gatherings for his side, despite the rest of them treating us totally like family, but I'd be lying if the resentment wasn't building. Here's why it's so important. We've talked about having our own kids and I think I want to, but I have 2 big reservations. I'm honestly scared of my sons seeing the different treatment of their own siblings this time. I'm scared that'll hurt them so much more, and my husband, however, doesn't see that as an issue at all. My husband begged me to go out with him, proposed to me, promised to always treat my kids as his own, yet is not pushing his family to accept those kids. This example of how he is treating kids he promised to love as his own is not convincing me to feel comfortable going through another pregnancy and having a child with him. And then they put, quick edit, "This post is not about my brother-in-law, it's about my relationship with my husband. I do not feel entitled to my brother-in-law's money. My husband asked me to marry him, yet he is refusing to advocate for the stepchildren he's willing to take on. I can't be confident about having another child when he is not advocating for the one he's promised to always care for and love as his own."
Yeah, that's where, I mean, John is an asshole in this, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's your husband who, made those promises to you and your kid to like be there for them. So yeah, that's shitty because it's like you're not asking for like, health insurance plans or anything like that. You're just like, hey, I just would like, inclusion and like making us feel welcome. It's very obvious when, you're not welcome in a place, and kids can pick up on that pretty quickly. So yeah, it's shitty of John. It's shitty of Josh not to push his family to do that. And like, why, as John, what you're bullying a child. Like,
Yeah.
do you feel good about yourself? It's pretty fucking.
Yes, you know what? I actually fuck
yeah,
them
you
kids,
would. You
bro.
would. Yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about here.
You know what? This John is right. All right. God damn. I'm with John in this scenario, but I completely agree, man. Like, to me, Josh has a lot of stepping up to do because OP in a way is correct that yes, she is not entitled to, John's money, but like it does suck seeing that. I think pocket watching is weird altogether, but they are like in a shared family space where they go to events together, they celebrate a lot of things together. How fucked up is it for Josh to willingly take on those kids, but yet those kids feel like an afterthought, Yeah. And I don't like that sentiment of like, just because you're not, biologically like blood related because, they're like stepchildren or adopted or whatever, that they're less of a member of their family to you. I think that's incredibly fucked up. Like if I was a child in that scenario, yes, I'd feel ostracized. I'd feel like, damn, am I beneath y'all? Like what the fuck? Like, I thought we were cool, So I agree with OP. I think she's not really after the monetary value of anything. It's just the sentiment and the thought of like, just include the children.
Yeah.
It's like, even if it's something small.
Treat them the same.
Yeah. They're children, for fucking crying out.
Yeah. They literally have done nothing.
Yeah.
So, fuck. That sucks. All right. On to the next one. Posted on Best of Redditor updates, John. So we got the updates coming. This is by a throwaway account. Title is, my boyfriend called me selfish for wanting him to leave boys' night early due to me grieving. Where do I go from here?
Her boyfriend called her selfish?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. If your partner says you're grieving, there's boys' night opportunity any other time.
Yeah.
Or make it up to your boys.
Also true. All right. So I, 25 female, have been in a relationship with my boyfriend, 27 male, for 4 years. Our relationship has been very good for the most part. Some fights here and there, but nothing worth noting until a week ago. I got a call from my brother telling me my mom had passed away last Friday. Growing up, I was never super close with her. In brackets, we were usually fighting. But over the last 5 years, our relationship improved tremendously. We texted throughout the week, and every Sunday I would go on 4 to 5 hour drives with her on the speaker to keep me company, talking about anything and everything under the sun. She became my best friend. For context, my boyfriend knows how close we had gotten and even joined me for some of those drives. Now here is the problem. My boyfriend has a fairly close group of friends that he keeps up with, usually games with them throughout the week. Then once a month, him and his friends will hang out and drink. He lets me know a few days prior that he will be hanging out with them that Friday. When I got the news, I immediately called him, breaking down and telling him I didn't know what to do, and that I knew I needed him to be with me tonight. He went from consoling me to saying, "I let you know a few days ago I had plans with my friends. I only get to see them once a month." I told him I understood, but I really needed him, and I'm sure they would reschedule. To which he said they definitely wouldn't be able to, as they all have their own responsibilities. After some more time going back and forth, I gave in and said I would be okay with him going as long as he left early. Since he leaves at 7 p.m., he said he would be back by 11. I said I would like him back by 11, and he agreed. I spent the night going through texts with her, photos, everything I could. I tried to distract myself with other things, but nothing worked. Eventually, 10 p.m. rolls around, and I texted my boyfriend, "Hey, will you be leaving in an hour?" To which he responds, "You told me 12, so I'll be leaving by then." I told him I said 11, and I was standing by that. He didn't respond after and came home at 12. I asked him why he didn't reply and why he didn't just come back an hour earlier. He immediately got upset with me, telling me I was being selfish for ruining his night with his friends. Him spending an extra hour there means nothing since they left. Him spending an extra hour there means nothing since he left an hour early, and I would be fine since I, quote, didn't spend my childhood with her anyway. I told him I didn't even want to go out with them. I told him I didn't even want him to go out with them that day to begin with, since I had just gotten the bad news, but I agreed to under the specific condition, and so had he. He also could have just caught up with his friends when they game during the week. The fight ended with him telling me that I was again being selfish, as he doesn't get to see them in person often, and I shouldn't expect him to drop everything for me. We've been fairly cold to each other since, which has left me overthinking and reevaluating our relationship. On one hand, I am extremely heartbroken he wasn't there for me, and know that's not something I want for my future, but on the other hand, his words have definitely gotten to me, and I feel bad for separating him from his friends. I also know it would break me more to lose someone else so close to me. Where do I go from here?
You don't even have to think about it. Girl, there's nothing here that is your fault. None of the things he says should hit you a certain way because there's no value in it. Yes, I understand that life does get in the way of sometimes hanging out with your friends, yet they're still social. They game a lot together. There's still some human interaction within them. They can always reschedule. They say like, oh, they can't reschedule because they have stuff going on in their lives. Hello, something just happened in your girlfriend's life. Why don't you be there to console them? Isn't this a fucking situation where you're like, put everything aside and you just be there as a support? It doesn't matter if you're not doing anything. It doesn't matter if you're just fucking sitting on a couch. If your girlfriend's grieving, boy, you better do everything that you need to do to make sure that they're fucking feeling better. What the fuck are you talking about? You getting mad? You're still negotiating? You're trying to fucking go out later? What? Boy, some people do not deserve relationships, to be honest.
No. Well, and this is just like, it's insane to see your girlfriend grieving and upset and just be like, yeah, I'm still going out. It's like, no, I'm dropping everything at that point. It's like, yeah, we're spending the weekend in, hanging out, doing what you want to do, whatever gets your mind off it. Or if you want to, reminisce or anything like this is your time to grieve. This is your weekend. Whatever you need to do, we can do. It's insane to be like, nah, I'm still going out with my friends who I will see next month and game with this week. Yeah, it's just it's so disrespectful, and like, bad things are going to continue happening throughout your life. Hopefully not many, but there will be other deaths in your family,
it's inevitable,
other losses, things like that. And you want a partner who's going to be there for you, and for him to willingly
showed his true colors immediately, bro.
Yeah. Well, not even like not willing to be with you, but like to willingly engage you in an argument and add to your stress when you're already going through it. It's like, what the fuck? Like, you're not helping at all. You're making things worse for no reason because you're being a child. It's like, just grow the fuck up, be a partner, and comfort your grieving girlfriend.
And this is also mad disrespectful to me on the boyfriend side, because you've been with your partner for the past 4 years. You know damn well that, your OP wasn't close to their mom growing up. And in the years that you were together, they put in the work to get close to the point that they, became best friends. Like they put in that work to like rekindle the relationship that they, that they never really had. And the fact that you still acknowledge, or you knew that, you acknowledged that situation, and you still fucking went out and call her grief like, oh, well, hanging out with the boys is more important than your fucking pity party right now.
Yeah.
I should slap the shit out of you, brother. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's absolutely crazy.
And also, if you told the situation to your friends and none of your fucking friends say, dude, what are you doing? Go home. You might have shitty friends too.
Yeah. Yeah. And to me, it's like, if I told my friends this, they'd be like, yeah, don't come. Obviously.
For real.
We'll reschedule. We'll figure something else out. Like my friends would be like, if you come, you are an asshole and we're going to call you out for it. Which is how friends should be. So there was a relevant comment here that I thought, expresses our general thoughts. And False Premise says, I've treated complete strangers as more of a priority than your boyfriend treats you. If I had met someone that day and found out their mom just died, I wouldn't leave them to go drinking, let alone if they were someone I care about. End it. This guy doesn't care about you at all. Which is, it's so true. Like, I have more, empathy for someone literally just met or don't know. It's like, oh yeah, you're going through a tough time. That sucks. Like, if you need me, I'll be here. You know what I mean?
Story of our podcast.
Yeah. All right, so there's an update 2 days later. So a little while after posting, one of my boyfriend's friends reached out to me. He asked me if I had posted it because if I did, he had something to tell me. I said yes, and he told me my boyfriend left their boys' night. He started. Before my boyfriend had left their boys' night, he had started complaining about me to everyone there, telling them I was being a psycho and forcing him to leave. He completely lied about my relationship with my mom and told them I wasn't close with her at all, that I rarely talked to her, and anytime I mentioned her, I did nothing but shit talk her, and that I was using her death as a way to control him. I also learned throughout our entire relationship he'd tell his friends about every fight of ours, and again would completely lie about everything that happened in them. For context, I'm not close with any of his friends, and he had apparently told them I was faking my personality whenever I interacted with them and shit-talked them when they weren't there. So I don't necessarily... and shit-talk them when they weren't around as well. So I don't necessarily blame them for for believing it. The only reason why his friend reached out to me was because my boyfriend had done the same thing in past relationships, and he was starting to get suspicious and tired of it. I confronted my boyfriend about it afterwards, and he denied everything for a while before ultimately admitting to it. He started crying, saying he doesn't know why he's like this, but that he loves me and can't live without me, anything and everything you can think of. I packed whatever I could and told him I needed time to think. I'd be staying with my brother in the meantime as I had to drive out to go to my mom's funeral and go through her things. So for the few that asked if I had another support system, my family lives a few states away as my boyfriend and I started out long distance, and I moved away from them a couple years ago for him. The few new friends I made are away traveling for the summer, which I couldn't join in on for numerous reasons. I also couldn't get out of bed for the majority of the week, so I didn't leave sooner. What he didn't know at the time was I didn't need time to think, and I had already decided I would not be coming back. As I said in my original post, there was nothing awful worth noting about him during our relationship. He didn't treat me exceptionally well, but not terribly either. So prior to his friend reaching out, I genuinely didn't know what to think of the situation. To me, it was out of character for him. My main thought was the news of her passing might have hurt him a lot as well, and he didn't know how to handle it. But I now know that he was an entirely different person with his friends, and what was out of character for me was completely in character for them. It definitely scares me to think about what could have happened if I didn't post and never learned about the things he was saying when I wasn't around. I also have no clue what I'd do if another life-changing event ever happened and he put something else above being there for me. Mm-hmm. So to everyone that wanted an update, just know I have now completely removed him from my life. No amount of tears and fake apologies will convince me otherwise. He wasn't there when I needed him, and that's enough. But the lying and fake stories he shared on top of that is terrifying. I know my mom would rip me a new one if she heard all of this, and I did anything other than leave him. LOL. I will always be grateful for this little corner of the internet and the awful future it saved me from. So, positive update.
Good job, Reddit. Also, shout out to the fucking friend.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, for the most part, a lot of these stories can be pretty one-sided, or just the way storytelling is, like, your set of friends or other set of friends, of course, is going to be, you're going to try to favor it to your, to the narrative that fits your style better, right? But I think it's good that the friend noticed the pattern in the behavior, and my only hope is that friend completely cuts off the boyfriend too, because that's some toxic shit, bro. Like, if you're like that, and it's, first of all, like, I would never ever complain about anything when it comes to like my relationship. One, I have no reason to, and two, it's just like, why, bro? Yeah. Like, if I'm upset about something pertaining to what's happening at home, I'm gonna talk to the person that is fucking, that I'm living with, because that's where the situation and that's where the problem is. Like, I don't understand like the ex's play in this situation. He just sounds like a fucked up dude.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm glad Reddit set this OP straight. I'm glad that friend said something. And man, girl, I hope you live in the rest of your life happy as hell. And let me just say this. he said that, you know, he doesn't treat you particularly bad, but doesn't particularly well either.
The bar is so
Raise
low.
it. Raise it. You know, you deserve someone that is treating you for like how you want to be treated by them, and hope you're treating them the same way too. Life is too short to be with shitty people. Unfortunately, there are circumstances where it does happen, but I'm glad that you mustered up the courage to get the fuck out of that situation, use the words that people told you, and actually applied action to it. And like I said, I hope the rest of your life is happy. Hope you find someone that you deserve.
100%. Got some shout outs in the chat before we move on.
Ooh.
Barefoot Conrosa sends $5. John's goat. They say, shout out to all my wives in the row cult within a cult. All of the goodness here, all the goddesses here need to join the Discord and join in on worshiping each other. Hell yeah. We love, well, don't really turn it into a cult. I'm afraid of those, but
yeah, you'll be in Josh episode.
Yeah, I'll have to do an episode on you. Bring back the Let's Start a Cult podcast.
Is my wife on the chat right? What's up, girl?
Barefoot Conrosa also sends $2 and says, in honor of Juliet joining my wife stealing cult, heart emoji.
She fucking with you. She ain't gonna let that. I know the truth.
Amy sends $5 and says 90% of donos go to Chloe today. 10% goes to Kevin. Sorry, Sean, you should have showed up so that the corgis didn't have to do the hostile takeover. Hell yeah.
It is Chloe's birthday month, so happy 13th birthday, baby girl.
Happy birthday, Chloe. And then Amy Cake sends $5, says donation to the Free Sean Fund so he can be here for the lives too. Also, F that boyfriend. Agreed. All right. John.
I'm up. Holy shit.
You're up. This might be the last one.
Okay.
Because
this one.
The one I've got here is actually it's not super long, but long enough.
Okay. All right. This one is from r/Today I Fucked Up. Again, from Derpy Girl 69. The title is Today I Fucked Up by Pranking My Son.
His son's name is Josh. And I'm finally not the asshole.
All right. We shall see. I feel like I'm a pretty cool dad. I wouldn't say I'm anything special, but I'm super easygoing, supportive, and encouraging towards my teen boys. For the last few years, Josh, my youngest, watch the Josh be the asshole.
I cannot imagine there'd be a world where this happens, but
look at this 14-year-old asshole.
He's bullying children in our neighborhood. Fuck.
And now he opened up his own landscaping place. Now we just don't know a name for it. This is all full circle here. And he fucking has a llama farm somewhere.
Yeah.
For the last few years, also, by the way, if y'all, at the end of this, if y'all want Josh to start reading Spanish, please start throwing the donos here. And he'll read it towards the end. I'm encouraging y'all because this is free Sean fun, all right? For the last few years, Josh, my youngest, now 14, has been playing pranks and jokes on me and editing the videos and my responses to show his friends. He's even put some on YouTube, but they've never really taken off to the extent that he had hoped.
Fuck, he's going to be a dick. I know it. He's going to be an asshole.
Everything has been fairly harmless, and I've never had an issue being the brunt of his pranks. I have, though, been secretly plotting my revenge.
Oh.
About 6 months ago, I contacted a TV network in my home country who put me in touch with the producers of a popular prank show aimed at kids. Also wild.
That is kind of crazy.
Why? After much back and forth and a few telephone calls, the producers agreed that they would help me take my revenge on Josh in an elaborate to be broadcasted prank that would see him finally as a protagonist. My eldest boy, Blake, who's 15, was in on the prank and was to play a part alongside some actors that the show was going to provide. 2 days ago, one day before the intended prank, and whilst Josh was staying at a friend's house, the TV producers and crew came to my house to set up all of their equipment, hidden cameras and props for what was to be a home haunting special for their Halloween broadcast. This is Sean's nightmare here.
Damn.
The episode will never be broadcast. Both Josh and his friend, who was also not in on the intended prank, came home none the wiser and spent the early afternoon on the Xbox in his room. As prank time approached, I made the excuse of having to go and pick up some takeaway, and it was during the time that the haunting was due to take place. I drove my car to the next street, pulled up, and was invited into the makeshift producer's gallery in a temporary building on a neighbor's property. Immediately, the crew sprang into action, rolling their cameras and coordinating their actors, my other son, Blake, and their crew on their radios. I was paying attention to the presenter, who was being filmed alongside me, observing the prank that was about to unfold, when all of a sudden I heard the words, "Terminate, terminate, terminate," screamed from the seat beside me. I thought that this was part of the show and giggled with delight as I took my attention off of the presenter and faced the camera monitors next to me to watch the prank begin. To my absolute shock, the hidden cameras at home were showing my son and his friend engaged in oral sex.
Oh, no. No. That's so unfortunate.
Yo, I'm telling you, I never read any of these, and this was a shock.
You know what? Shout out to the producer to be like, immediately no. We gotta shut these cameras off.
I was gonna say this blew my mind, but something else was blowing in this scenario. I froze up for a moment, processed what was going on, and ran back to the house, where I was forced to intervene and tell Josh everything that was happening. I've never seen my kid so absolutely horrified in his life. He went pale, vomited everywhere, and cried uncontrollably for about 2 hours.
Oh, no.
His friend was equally distraught, and I'd done my best to keep them as calm as possible whilst I tried to work out what to do. I'm still not sure that I have done the right thing. I booked a hotel and took both my kids there and left the TV crew under my neighbor's supervision to pack everything up. I dropped Josh's friend to his house but have not yet discussed the matter with his parents, though they are aware something went wrong during the filming on the show, but that everyone was okay. I am still at the hotel tonight with both the boys and I have not heard from the producers yet. Josh hasn't really spoken to me or opened up all day, and I'm not sure how to approach the subject, other than with apologies and support. I am 90% sure that Blake has told his friends, even though he says he hasn't.
Yeah, time for therapy, I think. That's dramatic. Yeah, and I hope they immediately deleted all those tapes. That's super unfortunate. Yeah. I don't know what to say other than I'm kind of shocked Josh was not the complete asshole in this. It was great.
No,
I appreciate that.
Would you be interested in an update, my guy?
I hope it's a good one. Yes.
Well, the update happened 3 years later.
Oh.
So let me see when this was originally posted. So I'm also curious. So this was posted 6 years ago.
Okay. So
then 2019?
Yeah. Oh God.
So then 2022 was the update.
So this happened and then lockdown happened not long after.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. The update goes as this. It was posted 3 years later. A few weeks ago, it was my son's 16th birthday, and as expected, he pranked me. Josh has not learned his lesson, bro. He's still pranking. Nothing as torturous.
I think he can get away with it now. It's fair.
BBJ put, finally a good Josh. Only real ones blow the homies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I lost where I was at. Oh, a few weeks ago, it was my son's 16th birthday, and as expected, he pranked me. Nothing as torturous as I did to him. However, I think it's safe to say the prank war is over. He uploads his pranks to TikTok, so I won't spoil it. Perhaps you'll see it there. I'll answer a few questions that were in my inbox as a way of updating. If anyone has anything else they'd like to ask, I'll attempt to answer them here. What happened to the video footage? The digital footage that was recorded by the production company was deleted under the supervision of an off-duty magistrate. I was not present at the time.
Good.
What happened to Josh's friend? After speaking to his friend, I had to tell his parents what happened. I did this before the production company were obliged to. Mostly his parents were confused and angry at me. Josh's friends and his family spent a lot of time with a counselor provided by and paid for by the production company.
Okay. Good.
What was the name of the TV show? For legal reasons and to protect my family's privacy, I don't wish to give the name of the show. Valid?
Fair, yeah.
How has your relationship with your sons been affected? I think overall very positively. We are a very tight-knit family that support each other, listen to one another, and genuinely care for and appreciate each other's failures and successes. Sometimes Blake makes jokes at Josh about what happened on the rare occasion they argue, and every now and then there's a fire to be put out. And how did the TV company support you? The production company offered counseling, therapy, accepted all legal and production costs, and offered my family a trip to Universal in the US. I haven't spoken to the production company for over 18 months. Did I ever prank Josh again? I've been on the receiving end of pranks for a couple of years and hadn't pranked him back. Quite honestly, I've been scared to.
Yeah.
Because I haven't done anything back to him. Josh thinks I'm planning something big. Blake inappropriately taunts Josh with wisecracks that I'm planning on interrupting his wedding night with a whole movie crew. Doors get very loudly knocked in my house.
Yeah, fair. Okay, I mean, as far as updates go from like a traumatic experience like that, sounds like pretty good then. And good on the producers for, working that out with offering therapists and counseling and stuff like that, and immediately like going to the law and being like, this is what we have, we're deleting it. And going through the proper processes. So yeah. And then maybe don't prank him on his wedding day.
Or do it. Honestly.
No.
Play the long game, Father.
I think you did the prank to end all pranks. And
Nah. There's better ways of traumatizing your kids, right? You got to do better. Step up next time. Next time, turn it to a goddamn fucking, what is it, A24 movie while you're at it, right?
Do the Tim Robinson
Make that shit
prank.
go, yeah. Do that. Make it go to, what is that festival? The Sundance? Yeah. Put that bitch in a Sundance festival or whatever.
Just he's all dressed up in a big suit. I don't want to be around anymore.
Hey, but shout out to this family. They seem like they're cool. They're very supportive. They're very open with each other. So I'm glad their relationship is just getting better.
Shout out to this prank, Josh, who ended up not being the asshole. And I appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
Although
And
you
what
run a
BBJ
prank,
said,
you run a prank YouTube channel though, so you're it's not looking great.
Hey, like what BBJ said, real ones blow their homies, right? So,
Oh yeah. All right. So this last one I'm going to end off with is from Acoustic Gal, I think, who sent us a PayPal a while ago wanting us to read this story.
is this sad?
There is trigger warnings for cults, domestic violence, abuse, etc. They say, please don't read if this is too much. So that is your warning. This is the last story we will be doing. If you're not, wanting to hear any of that, this story will contain that, and you can skip out. Absolutely cool. Title for this one is, Am I in the Wrong?
I hope not, because with the trigger warnings,
Unless you're the one doing all those things.
unless you started a cult. Looking at you, Josh.
I did not, I wish. Yeah. So this one is going to be a heavy one for sure. So buckle in. All right. I'm not sure where to start because this has been so much. I'll start with, I grew up in a cult called the Science of Identity Foundation. Yes, the same one that now has a member who is the director of national intelligence in the US. I wish I was making this up. I genuinely wish this wasn't at all my life, but it is, and there is nothing I can do to change it. And boy, I have tried. As part of being raised in that environment, I was refused an education from the age of 11. When I finally got out at 19, oh man, sorry. When I finally got out at 19, my parents drove the moving truck and literally threw all my belongings in the garbage and drove off without even seeing where I was living. I tried to maintain a relationship, but it got so toxic I had to go no contact. Mostly because when I last saw my family, My then 3-year-old tried to hug and kiss his 5-year-old cousin, and my sister stopped them and said, "Boys don't kiss boys." I think the incestuous is more the issue. Okay. I said, "Are you fucking kidding me? I've always tried to teach my kids to be kind and caring and accepting. I have not seen or spoken to any family members since. This includes my wider family. So it has been extremely lonely. I did, however, meet my now partner of 16 plus years, who is so sympathetic and kind. Just for context, we met online and I flew interstate to meet him. I had organized a hotel room and was showering. Sorry, this is it's a little all over the place. I should have remembered I had to do this, wrote it down, and then rewrote it in certain areas. But I will try my best to read through here. So I had organized a hotel room and was showering to get changed for the next outing. I heard the hotel door close and open and close while I was showering, and I burst into tears because I thought he was abandoning me like everyone else. Instead, he knocked on the bathroom door to let me know he was still there and that he just put something out in the hallway. This meant so much to me, and I don't have words. He is my best friend. But on to the next part. Because I didn't get much of an education growing up, I had to play catch up. I did many courses while working full time. This involved many late nights and running between work and classes. I got high distinctions in everything, and I was even nominated. I was even given a nomination for Student of the Year. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Damn.
During this time, way before I met my husband, I had an emotionally abusive partner who I'm pretty sure cheated on me with my so-called best friend. I left him, and he's ugly and single now. I'm still thriving.
Damn.
All right.
Go on with your bad self then. God damn.
I know I've gone on a bit of a tangent, but it's all context. I appreciate at least knowing you've kind of jumped around, but I'm very passionate about sound. I specialize in physics of sound and would probably talk your ear off about it. I'm also very likely autistic. It's just that getting a diagnosis here is expensive and there are waiting lists. I've worked in my current industry for 8+ years. I've won awards, gotten accolades, spoken at conferences, etc., etc. The projects I've worked on have also won awards, and recently one of my projects was used as part of a tour for a conference in my industry as an example of what is good design. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
But here's where it gets tricky. I was recently let go from my current job because of poor performance. And please, no one go after them for legal reason. I just need to let this out because I'm hurt. I was given an award for exceptional performance 2 months ago. This all came about because one project I was working on was bringing up significant trauma for me to the point where I couldn't sleep or eat. I did complete the initial work and then asked to step down because of the trauma it was bringing up for me. I was let go the next day. Yes, I have spoken to a lawyer, etc., and I've taken the best path for my mental health. If anyone, don't dox them, basically. It sucks, but sometimes that's just the way life is. I'm going to take my time to recover now because this hurts so much. The kicker for me is things were getting worse at work. I started receiving emails I never signed up for HR training on toxic employees with attitude problems, and I don't work in HR. So I guess, are they in the wrong for getting fired? I don't know. I don't know what you're asking. Obviously, you're not in the wrong for any of this.
Look, I mean, chiming in on the situation too, like you recently, of course, performance is not the issue because you just recently received a fucking award for a high performance, your field, and you put in the groundwork, and then you communicated with, I'm guessing, like your superior or like whoever your manager is, that, hey, due to says reason that I'm gonna be asking to possibly step away. That's asking for accommodation. You know what I mean? And I think there's a valid reason why you asked for that. And for them to retaliate and sending you all this shit, like, look, I don't know what the full details are. If there's been documented like scenarios where like you had to be coached or if you had to be put in a PIP. First of all, if you were having bad performance issues, you should have been put in a performance improvement plan first. So that way there's documentation of them knowing that like, hey, we've coached them. We let them know like this is happening. And in X amount of months, if no performance has improved, like then there's possibly grounds for that. But you just received an award like 2 months ago. So there's no pattern of, poor performance. So I don't know where that's coming from.
Yeah, it's super weird. I truly don't understand why you would be let go. It's completely fine to be like, I can't work on this project. Like you should be able to say that and be allowed to be put on a different project that's, not triggering or anything like that. So yeah, as someone in chat, this feels like it should be more of a true off my chest. Cause obviously you're not an asshole or in the wrong or whatever the title was. But yeah, I truly don't understand why they would have let you go. Also, it seems like they're talking about Tulsi Gabbard. Apparently she was in the cult.
Oh,
I don't know about that, but
I don't know what that is or who that is, but yeah,
heard the name.
I think first of all, thank you for sending this. This is a vulnerable thing to send. However, I just want to point that out there that we may not be the best people to send this to just because we don't know the intricacies of the legality of the situation.
Yeah.
From a former HR perspective, this is not right. There's no, like I said, there's usually steps taken for someone who is underperforming. And that usually, again, involves that initial conversation with your manager saying hey, we're going to have this conversation right now that this is due to your performance. And from there is a coaching period, usually months, weeks, or whatever, that there's taken where the manager will sit down with you and hey, this is the plan that we're going to implement. And usually it has an HR presence that's during that meeting saying all right, we're going to document this knowing that this is the steps that you need to do for you to get out of that performance improvement plan. I didn't see that.
No.
At all. It was too abrupt. And I don't know if your company is just using, and I've seen a lot of shitty companies has been doing this lately, that they're just pipping everyone out. They're just giving, they're calling it economic headwinds and all that, just giving everyone reason to fucking just lay people off. That's a lot of shitty things that corporate is doing right now. So that might be a thing that they're going to label it some sort of a restructure. But I think if you reach out to someone who knows employee law a little bit better, this has discrimination implications that I'm feeling here.
Yeah. 100%.
Or that, or just not taking in. I think someone in the comments put that this could be an ADA case. Because this is not, asking for your accommodation. This is not right.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, let's do a little lighthearted one here. Just to
someone's asking about what I got. Julia framed it that she did not make this. We are currently obsessed with this place. We ate here last week and we loved it. It's from this place called Joy Kitchen. So shout out Joy Kitchen. It's Korean barbecue, which has spicy bulgogi, which I really love. And they have purple rice. So good. Has more fiber. Of course, they're dumplings, pan-fried dumplings, kimchi, and other bonchons as well. And japchae.
Hell yeah.
Korean cold noodles. I'm about to tear this bitch up.
That looks delicious. Okay, let's end on a bit more of a lighthearted one here, John.
Yeah.
From r/interviews. So keeping on HR realm here. This is posted by Firehawk349. Title is, don't use ChatGPT on an interview.
Nope.
So you actually left right before AI was taking off.
I was there. They were because I worked for a consulting company, so they were one of the few people that were kind of implementing it heavily very early.
Okay.
So yeah, I've interviewed a lot of software engineers, and and I was in AWS prior to this, so I'm come on now, I know you're fucking reading off the script, because then we would fucking test them coding wise afterwards, and just you have no idea what you're doing. Huh? We'll just end it right there.
They go on to say the people conducting the interview will know, like John said. No one goes from no one goes from unable / unsure how to answer a question to a textbook answer in 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Also avoid saying, I'm not sure how to pronounce this word. And then they write an edit. Since a lot of people are asked the same question, here's some more detail. Initially, it was supposed to be a video call, but the person couldn't get their camera to work, and therefore we had to do audio only. The questions were about experience within the field, general knowledge, and opinions on the direction of the future of the field and the future challenges. In the first couple questions, the interview board was getting suspicious about how the candidates answered. He was starting out by making thinking sounds, and then there would be no sound for 15 seconds. Then they would give a textbook answer to the question. On question 4, one of the interview board put the question into ChatGPT, and the bullet points provided by ChatGPT were the exact same as the candidate's answer. We continued on with the interview, and on the last question, we asked the candidate to describe the categories and definition our work falls under. And he responded after 15 seconds with textbook definition of the first 2 categories and followed up with, "Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that word," and then tried to sound it out really badly and never pronounced it correctly. At that point, the entire hiring board had such a shocked look on their face because we couldn't believe what happened. We reported the incident, followed up with documentation and recording / transcript of the incident, and documented the interview process. Our board of directors have implemented new rules for virtual interviews, requiring cameras to be on during the interview process, or the candidate will be removed from consideration.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I know for like when I used to do like I guess software engineer interviews, we would have actually asked them like, "Hey, go ahead and share your screen for me." Like, so like, and we don't say it like that. It was like, "Hey, here's the prompt. I want you to walk me through like what you did. Share your screen so that way I can see your workflow," type shit. And especially too, like during interviews with other roles that I've done as well, I would much prefer someone pause for a good 30 seconds and have like verbal inflections like, I think this and that, because I know that this is actually real answers.
Yeah.
The moment, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of eloquent people out there who can speak out of their ass. Like I'm not one of them. I say like so many fucking times, and ums too. But every time I would ask a question and there would be like that 10-minute, like a 10-second pause. And then the answer that they give me is just so fluid and it sounds robotic. ChatGPT is great, don't get me wrong, with giving you a baseline information, but you got to make it your own. Once you start reading it and like after the 3rd sentence, you will sound robotic as fuck. And that's when I catch your ass and saying like, you ain't it.
100%. Long jumping fee in the comments said, "Had a dude shout out that I was using AI because I kept looking down in an interview. Dude felt fucking foolish when I raised my notepad into the view of the camera where I was taking notes about the answers he was giving me. This was the team lead interviewing me. I declined the next stage of interview process. If he's already jumping at AI ghosts, I can't be arsed working with him. He might get spooked by correct punctuation and claim it's AI once I start." So, I mean, fair on both sides. It's like, it sucks when you're actually, pen and paper doing the right thing and you're getting accused already. It's like, yeah, maybe I don't want that job. Yeah.
It's like, the thing is, a lot of these things are good tools, but not, they're a good jumping off point if you have like, I don't know, writer's block or just like the thought doesn't come, but it has to be your own fucking words.
Yeah.
And that's what's bothering me about like people. Sometimes they just fucking spew out all AI shit. I'm like, you do know you sound fucking ridiculous right now.
Yeah.
Right? Like you just literally recited the whole mission statement of a damn company and it's like word for word. I'm like, I've worked there for like goddamn how long? I only know the first 2 words of that fucking mission statement. You got me fucked up.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then you're taking a job from someone who's actually worked to get that degree or whatever it happens to be ready for that job. So it's really shitty. But yeah, that's it, John.
That's it.
Any shout outs you want to do before we end off the Wednesday episode?
Nah, but like I said, if you guys want to end this on a funny ass note, send them fucking donuts to make Josh read some Spanish words. But like to say thank you to everyone. I know on the top of the show, we did announce that this is going to be our last public live stream for about a month. Josh and I and Sean are going to be taking like little breaks, spending time with our family. We did mention that all episodes will still be business as usual. You're going to have your regular Fridays and Mondays episodes. If you are a YouTube member as well as a patron, you will still get your bonus monthly live streams available to you. Depending on the tier you're in, you'll have the Brownies episode. You have your cameo request. That's going to be a little later too. That's another thing that we wanted to announce. If you have had requested a cameo from us as a $10 tier patron, we are going to be a little bit delayed. So if you requested it around like late August or early September, we probably won't be able to get it to you until about like the third week of September. So we appreciate you for your patience. We're working on it as best as we can. Also, Honka Honka merch. This is your last couple of weeks to get the Honka Honka merch designed by Rachel. So like always, 50% of the profits will go towards a charity that you, WikiManiacs, voted for.
Absolutely. And yes, there are some super chats here before we move on. Emily sends $5, says, Josh, Lily on chat wants you to see something on Discord. I have it pulled up actually, but we'll go through the rest of these and then I'll end it off on that. Ash, I don't know why it's not coming up, but anyway, Ash, I think it's, damn, I don't know why your name's not coming up. They sent $20. Say for Sean, even though he's not here, the start of your funding for Texas governor. You better do it because I gave money. Laughing face. I think John would maybe stay in Texas if Sean was governor.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. That'd be sick.
Actually, no, I'm good. I'm going to go back to please.
You're still gone?
Yeah. I want the fuck out of here so bad.
Kelsey sends $5, says, happy Wednesday, friends. Working in the news means I get to say I had to go film a car that crashed through a wall today. Hope everyone is well. Wow. That's insane.
If we're ever all in the same town, can we just be those people who fucking pop out of nowhere and just say hi to the camera when you're reporting something? That'd be great.
We're just three guys in the back of every news report for a week.
And we'll just stand there. We'll just stand there perfectly still, just staring in front of the camera the whole time. Hopefully make people uncomfortable, but I would love to do that someday.
Yeah. Yeah. Justine tells story, sends $5, says we'll also add to Discord. Going back through old episodes, I have merch requests. Number one, I'm ready. I think when you said I'm ready, like SpongeBob, but
no.
Reddity.
I'm ready.
2, shut your old ass up. That's good.
That.
Yeah. So those are the 2. They need artists. So post those in chat. Yeah. Someone will hopefully design it. And then Kelsey sends $2, says, we'll be listening to y'all on the train tomorrow. Salute back at you. And then I will share this. This one might make John mad.
Who's it from?
Well, this one's from Lily.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Why is he wearing a shirt?
See, I knew it would make him mad.
Why? Why would you ruin a perfectly good picture? And Vegas Knights?
Yeah, the Vegas Golden Knights, yeah.
This is disappointing.
It could be me shirtless with a helmet on. Right?
Do better. Do that suggestion instead, please. Have Josh hold a hockey stick, put a helmet on him, shirtless. As a matter of fact, if y'all more creative, put baby oil in that bitch too.
Baby oil. Damn.
Baby oil that motherfucker.
That's crazy.
My God. My wife said put him on a rate. Can you not tell them how much I fucking hate the Raiders? I don't want This girl is the menace of my life. I don't know if I told y'all. One time we went to my buddy and I went to a Cowboys game, but we're Charger fans. And she's like, oh, hey, because she was going with us.
Yeah.
Like, rocking full on Chargers jersey. Like, fuck yeah, let's go bolt up. And this girl out of nowhere, she's like, hey, give me a little bit. I need to change real quick. I'm like, hey, take your time. This girl pulls up with a fucking Dak Prescott jersey. I'm like, do you even know what position he plays? He's like, I don't care. I'm just here to piss you off. And I'm like, my friend was dying, bro.
Damn.
Shout out
That's so
Patrick,
funny.
Bro, she's a fucking mess. When we went to Japan, she was like rocking a Raiders hat too. And I'm just like, you know what? You're lucky I have a good life because I would leave you.
Yeah, I think if I come down again, I'll also wear a Raiders jersey.
I think I'll fight you.
I have no allegiance in the NFL, so
That's funny because that's the stadium they play in.
Allegiance?
Allegiant
That's
Stadium.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got captain on me. That's pretty sick.
You are the captain of this podcast, Josh.
Am I? Does that make you assistant captain? Assistant captain?
I'm assistant to the captain.
Assistant to the assistant captain.
Yeah.
And Sean is the assistant captain.
No, Sean is Ryan, the temp.
We can't afford to have him full time.
Yeah.
That's
He's a hot piece of ass with good hair.
who I hit on all the time.
Well, yeah, we do hit on him all the time. Oh, God.
But yeah, thank you for that. Thank you everyone for sticking around for this live. Yeah, like John said, we'll be off for a month from public lives, but Sean and I will be here for next week for the Cullen show. Mm-hmm. So that will be extra stressful for me. So if you have a story, go submit it in the summary of the Cullen Discord. I will be messaging people who have submitted stories this week, just seeing if you're available for next Wednesday to hop on the call. So with that, John, enjoy your holiday, buddy. I mean, you're on the next few episodes, but
I will be
in real life. Enjoy your next few weeks, week and a half, whatever it is, out in Hawaii.
I'm about to go to Maui, and I'm gonna come back looking like Maui from Moana.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, WikiManiacs. We hope you have an amazing Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow if you're a patron. If not, we'll see you on Friday.
Bye.
Get there